Hello everyone and welcome back to my ghetto little corner. So today we are going to be doing updates on the Gasterias that I have. I don't have that many, so it's not going to be a very long video, but the ones I have, they're doing really well and they're popping like crazy mad. Anyway, so I want to show you what I have. Okay, so these are all the Gasterias that I have right now. My phone is on a tripod, so it's not wobbly wobbly. Because that also gives me a headache, right? Okay, so these are all the Gasterias that I have, and I'm gonna show you. So the reasons why they're called Gasteria is because of the flowers that come out. That it looks like your gastrointestinal. That's why I think they look like flamingos, but yeah, that's why they're called Gasterias. And look, even when the flower stem is done, you can see that it can still grow on the flower stem, just like aloes and haworthias. So this one we can. Oh, well, I just removed the whole chunk. That's okay. Well, this will grow up. So this one is called a Gasteria Royal Highness Variegated, I believe. If anybody knows the real name, let me know. Because a lot of the time, unfortunately, the seller doesn't know which name it is. But this variegation is very low variegation versus the other one that I have that's like more purely variegated. Um, and I thought that this one might be more orangey and yellowy, but it doesn't do that during the summer, especially last year though, because it wasn't very hot last year. So we'll see what happens this year. But yeah, I'm gonna take out all these pop. I'm gonna sell them off because it pops a lot. Like they're like weed. You know what I mean? They're like super weed. Um, but they're really easy to take care of. They're one of the most easiest plants to take care of. Sometimes you can just throw them away and like don't even bother from at all, and they'll just root. You don't have to do anything really. But anyways, I'm gonna show you because this one is a Gasteria Fuji Mini. It came in like a tiny little thing, and I just left it on here. I water it at least once a week, right around the rooting area, not the whole entire thing. Sorry, not the whole entire pot, but just around the rooting area right here. And water it every few days, every once a week, and it just roots, and voila. So there you go. This is a Gasteria Fuji Mini. It's very, very nice. Um, okay, this Gasteria is Gasteria Verrucosa variegated. Where is the name tag? You don't have a name tag, but I know this is a. Is it? Yes, 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 yes. This is a Gasteria Verrucosa variegated. Gasteria Verrucosa variegated, and it's prolific as well. And one of the fun thing about Gasteria is that their variegation is pure random unless it is a pattern type of variegation where it's always that type of pattern. But um, Gasterias, Haworthias, Aloes, their variegations are pure random. So whenever somebody sells you, lesser variegation, like don't worry about it, or full variegation. As you can see right here, this one comes out like not pure variegated, while this one's like pure variegated. This one's like half variegated. It's just purely random. As long as the variegation is within the plant itself, it'll just spout out random stuff. So I would never worry about that unless like they're just spouting constant like non-variegation. Then yeah, of course worry. But the majority of the time, it's just like random variegation. Okay, so this one is called Gasteria carinata. Look at how nice it's gone, right? So this is the original plant right here, and now it has pure variegated offspring, like stripes offsprings, like it's. Don't worry about this. This is from an Echeveria. I need to remove it, but yeah, it's very the texture is very smooth. So it's actually very pretty. This one also turns orangey during the summer when it's stressed out. It's a very, very beautiful Gasteria. Let's see. This one is, I believe, a Gasteria minima. I had a tag, but I guess it went missing. But yeah, this is another one where I had to salvage. But yeah, look, see. Just put it on. I did water it on Friday, so about 2 days ago. 2 days ago, so that's why it's still wet. But yeah, this one is look how pure variegation, it just comes out like this. Right. That's why I tell people, like, don't worry about it. But most people don't understand, and they just demand, like, oh, I want more variegation. It's like, no, it's one of those things where it's just purely random, and it just does that kind of stuff, right? So minima. This is a Gasteria bassiana variegated. Right, it's very beautiful. The texture is superb. Let's see the texture closer. Can I zoom in? Hold on, let me zoom in. Oh yeah, you can zoom in. Oh no, go far away there. Here. That's pretty. It has a very nice bumpy texture. This one also changes colors during the summer heat or stressed out. It's very beautiful. So during the summertime, keep an eye out on this because it's gorgeous. Okay. This one right here is a Gasteria bassiana black variegated. It hasn't grown much. Some of these are very slow grower, especially this one, I guess, versus the other one where it's prolific. This one I've had for at least now 2, maybe 3 years now. And it seems like this is the color that it's always gonna keep. Except for I think in the summertime where I water it more, it will get a little bit more yellowy greener where it's more, healthier. But yeah, majority of the time it'll always have these stressed out color to it. As long as the middle still grows, the plant is perfectly fine. But this one itself, I think it's just always spectacular during the whole entire year. How did I get this plant? I don't know how I got this plant. I think the seller just like, oh, well, here you go. I'm like, okay, well, okay, I guess I'll keep it, because nobody wanted to buy it. So I'm like, okay, I'll just keep it. But yeah, this one is magnificent. It's one of the prettier ones during the summertime. So definitely keep an eye out for this one also during the summertime. Like you'll see, it's like pure orange, pure red. It's just beautiful, and the shape of it is pretty stunning itself, and the roots hasn't gone all the way to the bottom here, so we don't have to repot it until roots are touching down here. So it's pretty. Actually, no, the roots. One of the root is touching right here. But yeah, I might repot it into a bigger pot, or what I could, yeah, and then I could just like lift it up a little bit so it has more space in the bottom. But yeah, most of the Gasterias don't need that much space for root unless you want to grow it bigger. But yeah, this is beautiful. Which one is this? Oh, this one starts with an A. It had a tag, and I'm not gonna try to pronounce its name because it's a very long name. I'm not gonna bother. And I don't even know if it's the right name because I've been trying to find whether or not it's the correct name to it, but it's not. So one of the problem with Gasteria, unlike Haworthias, aloes, well, even aloes, but unlike Haworthias, echeverias, Hoyas, and orchids or agaves, like Gasterias, the names are lost. Like a lot of the names are lost, right? Unless you're buying it from a cultivar, like a very popular cultivar, then you'll know its name. But other than that, it's like if you don't know the name, it's just like it's lost somewhere. I don't know. I've been trying to look for the right name for this, but I don't. It's just never been. I've never been able to get the right name for this. But yeah, it's very beautiful too. I've sold off quite a lot of pop. This one is also prolific as well. During the summertime, gets orange, red, beautiful. Right now it's under LED light. LED lights change a lot of these into a lot blacker, darker color. Very beautiful. This Gasteria is called a Gasteria Little Warty Variegated. Don't worry about this because I've been such a bad plant parent. And a lot of people are like, oh my god, I can't believe you. Why don't you water your plants? It's like, honey, they need no. It's fine. They're fine. Ooh, I just popped one. Okay, you can trash that. And this one is really nice too. Unfortunately, it does get a little damage from water like that, but that's okay as long as it's still alive. And it's very prolific. It wasn't prolific before. It used to grow upwards. But I guess because I cut it, now it's just growing all over the place, and it's pretty spectacular. You can tell that it's already changing colors under LED light, so it's a little bit stressed out, but that's okay, you know. But it's very beautiful. Like the texture is very smooth and soft, like a little twink, but not as soft as a twink though. You know, it's a little bit rougher than I guess you could say it's a twonky kind of texture, but it's pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth. The patterns, I like these patterns more than pure variegated patterns, because I don't know. I just like striated patterns versus pure variegated. Oh, sorry, pure variegated. It's like this is beautiful, right? This is whatever. Anyways, this itself is a Gasteria Royal Highness pure variegation. So the variegation, even though it comes out as greenish, it just turns into yellow. So it's just pure variegated. And in the summer, you can tell the colors right here. This is the newer pups that's coming out. The colors are amazing. Let me, if I can find a picture, I'll show it on here. But if I can't, I won't show it. But the variegation on this is amazing, beautiful, spectacular. You can see the pups are coming out as pure variegated pups. So this is one of those spectacular plants I have sold. I think this is going to be sold as well. Sold the pups off. So it's beautiful. The roots haven't touched the bottom yet, so we're Gucci. We'll leave it as it is. I usually, like I said, I don't tend to repot these unless the roots are touching the bottom. Then they need more space. But I've had this for I think 2 years now, and it hasn't touched the bottom yet. So it's good as it is. But yeah, this is spectacular. This is one of my favorite ones. This one is a mix between an aloe and a Gasteria. So most people have it under aloe twilight zone or Gaster aloe twilight zone. I think both of them would be acceptable, I believe. Sorry, I'm just removing some dead stuff. But yeah, this one is beautiful. It is kind of reverting in the middle, but I guess it's coming out as well. But yeah, this one in the summer doesn't really change color, but it just gets ginormous like this. So it's pretty spectacular, don't you think? I think it looks spectacular. It's a shame that not many people buy this one, because it comes in as huge, or maybe this size or a little bit smaller. There's a few pups though, but it doesn't look like the pups are variegated. So we'll see what happens. I'll probably propagate the pups and we'll see how the variegation goes. But other than that, it looks spectacular. Okay, this is one of the more expensive one. This is a Gasteria Kirioka variegated. There's quite a few of them. I think I might get that really expensive one. But this one also, like as you can see right here, variegation is very, very random. Like see, this one's like a very tiny variegation here, green leaf here, and versus this one is like purely variegated. And this one's like half, like, you know, striation. And over here it's like pure variegated plants, right? So it's one of those things where it's just like, as long as it's the variegation mutation is in the mother plant, so just pop up random stuff. But yeah, this one's really nice. It's finally actually growing, because when I got it, it was like small. Now it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Probably in the summer I might have to repot this into a bigger pot, because I don't remember English words. English words are very hard for me, but this one is, I think when it gets older, it's going to be very spectacular. Okay, so this is a Gasteria Gaster Aloe variegated. Don't know its full name. It's just been sold as Gasteria. Like I said, I look, but if I can't identify it, it's just a Gaster Aloe variegated hybrid. You know, one of those things. But yeah, it's beautiful. It came in, the top died. You can see how like the inside here, it's all dead. Right, as long as the roots trunk is alive, it's just spouts out like all these little pups. and it's finally taking shape. The one of the reasons why I don't like pure variegated plants, especially like on softer leaf, it's because it gets damaged super easy. See, like it just gets damaged super easy. So I know people love pure variegation, but I do not like pure variegation on a plant. I do not, because it makes the plant, especially the leaf itself, a lot weaker, like a lot susceptible to fungal infection, parasitic infection, bacterial infection. I prefer something like striations like this, where there is a little green, there is chlorophyll, not chloroform, chlorophyll in the green chlorophyll, green pigments in the leaf, so that way the nutrition and their immune system can fight off infection easier. But yeah, this whatever. Okay, this one. Hold on, one moment. Sorry. Okay, so this one is called a Gasteria Aloe Benguini Silver. I think the middle is reverting back, or that I've been watering it with too much tap water, or that it doesn't have enough light for it to keep the variegation. But overall, it looks beautiful. I like it, ish. I don't know. What do you think? Not much to say about this one. This one is another Gaster Aloe hybrid of some sort. If you know the name of this, please do let me know. It's just one of those random ones, but it does keep its variegation. You can tell that in the middle, it's still variegated. The pups coming out, it's very prolific. So yeah, I think a lot of the times the pup that comes out, it'll be like this until it gets to an adult stage, then it'll get the variegation. But yeah. Oh, there is a aloe that I'm missing. Let me go get it. So this is fun. Okay, so this is the last Gaster aloe. It is a hybrid between an aloe and a Gasteria. What is it called? I don't know. I don't know. I think no, I think it's called an aloe asteristas, I think, or Gaster aloe asteristas. One of those ones. Sorry, I'm just plucking off plant parent thing. Give me a moment. I'm plucking off the dried leaves. You know what my hair instructor said one time? You don't pluck hair, you pluck chickens. It's okay. Okay, Robert. Whatever. He's very sassy. Anywho. You don't pluck people's hair, you pluck chickens. Anywho. But yeah, this one's very beautiful. I like the little wisp that it has on top. Right, I like the variegation. Right, I wish it was more striated, random versus like getting more pure. The middle, of course, it is greenish because I think that's how it grows out. But we'll check on this during the summertime and see how well it does. Because this I got it last year because I forgot to bill someone their. Because sometimes doing invoicing, like it's a lot of work, and sometimes people change their mind too much and things happen. But anyways, I'm actually glad because I like it because it looks pretty. It looks very, very pretty. But yeah, that's pretty much all for my Gaster Aloe collection. Don't have that many. If you are into Gaster Aloe, if you are into like very easy plants to take care of, I do recommend Gasterias. And I know like the nurseries have those plain Gasterias, but they're easier to take care of than aloes, haworthias, echeverias, and all those things. They're less susceptible to fungal infections and pests versus the rest of them. Especially like aloe mites. Aloe mites can infest Gasteria, but they're not the end of the world if it does infect a Gasteria. Usually it's only like the flowers that they infest. All right, so and you can find a lot of these easier variegated ones, like the Bassiana ones that people will sell. So anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Press like, subscribe, let me know what you like, and I'll see you guys later. Love you, bye. Mwah.